guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Andrea with W.O.E podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching, and if this is your first time, then welcome. And for those that's been joining the challenge, we on day 29 of walking in wisdom. So Lord, I thank you. Also, y'all, I want to say before I get into the chapter, I just pray that reading scriptures every day for the beginning, since the beginning of the year, has helped you. If you have any questions on anything we have talked about or read, feel free to ask, because I'm here to help you. But yeah, I just thought about it. I said, since we're almost towards the end, I wonder if this has helped some people. Have you gained any kind of wisdom out of all what we read? Have you gained anything? Any little thing? You know, a lot of it reached out to me, has touched me as I was reading and sharing with you guys. I will say a lot of it has stuck with me. A lot of things has taught me. You know, because at the beginning, we're building wisdom, knowledge, understanding of God's word. And I felt this would have been a good start before we dive on in, because every month, y'all, we doing challenges. We are going to be built up, becoming the men and women that God is calling us to be. We have to start. Like I say, we got some people that's way ahead of others. But I want to get us all on the same track, so we're starting from the basics. We're going to start from the basics and work our way up. Because like I said before, we still got people, grown people, mentally, still on milk. It's time to eat the meat of the word. It's time to grow up, in other words, okay? So yeah, so I just pray that this has helped y'all. But I would love to hear y'all feedback for those that's been joining, reading. I just want to hear what you got to say. You know, I know I'm always the one giving the word, but I want to hear what you guys has to say. But so today I'm coming out of chapter 29, thank you Lord, out of the NIV version. It says, a man who remains stiff-necked after many rebukes will suddenly be destroyed without remedy. And that's warning here. I like to highlight this here. Basically, in other words, we can't tell when the last time we had to make a change. Okay? So in this particular proverb, they refuse to consider valid criticism. So we leave ourselves open to sudden disaster. Okay? So the moment we realize that a change is necessary is the best moment to take action. Okay? So when the righteous strive, the people rejoice. When the wicked rule, the people groan. A man who loves wisdom brings joy to his father, but a companion of prostitutes squander his wealth. By justice, a king gives a country stability, but one who is greedy for bribes tears it down. Whoever flatters his neighbor is spreading a net for his feet. So in other words, an evil man is snared by his own sin, but a righteous one can sing and be glad. So this particular verse, we all want to be liked. We all want to feel accepted. You know, in this particular verse here, we all are vulnerable about being flattered about certain things, okay? But here, flattery can be dangerous. It can be a dangerous trap. So we have to try to avoid becoming that, okay? We have to learn to set goals towards them, okay? Here, so the knowledge can make you immune to flattery and protect you from being manipulated by people who uses you, okay? So the righteous care about justice for the poor, but the wicked have no such concern. Mockers stir up a city, but wise men, what? Turn away anger, okay? If a wise man goes to court with a fool, the fool rages and scoffs, and there is no peace. You can understand that one here. So, bloodthirsty men hate a man of integrity and seek to kill the upright. A fool gives full vent to his anger, but a wise man keeps himself under control. If a ruler listens to lies, to all of his officials becomes wicked. The poor man and the oppressor have what? This in common. The Lord gives sight to the eye of both. Wow, the Lord gives sight. So to the poor man and the oppressor, right? So basically that is saying the Lord light in both of their eyes. Mean everyone depends on God for sight, right? We all depend on him. So there is both the oppressor and the poor have the gift of sight from the same God. God sees and judges both, and his judgment falls on those whose greed or power them to oppress the poor. Okay? If a king judges the poor with fairness, his throne will always be what? Secure. Okay? The rod of correction imparts wisdom, but a child left to himself disgraces his mother. So parents of a young child often what? They grow weary, okay, of disciplining your children. Okay, so they feel like all they do is nag or scold or have to be punished, whatever it is. So when you attempt to give up and let your children do whatever they want when you wander, guess what? If you ruin every chance for a loving relationship with them, remember, that kind of firm discipline helps them learn, okay? Learning to make them wise, learning from their mistakes, okay? So that's basically what that is saying there. When the wicked thrive, so does sin, but the righteous will see their downfall. Discipline your son, and he will give you peace. He will bring delight to your soul. When there is no revelation, the people cast off what? Restraint. But blessed is he who keeps the law. Remember that? Yep. So that word vision, it refers to the revelations that the prophets received. So where there is ignorance or rejection of God.